The story I'm going to share with you today is called Miracle's Boys. It's by Jaqueline Woodson. This is a book that's about three brothers. The youngest is the narrator. His name's Lafayette. He has a middle brother whose name is New Charlie. His name's actually Charlie, but Lafayette refers to him as New Charlie. I'll tell you why in a second. And then the oldest brother, Tyree. Now, all three boys lost their parents a few years ago, and Tyree is the guardian of the younger two, and he's the one he's not that old, but he's just trying to make ends meet and keep his brothers, fed and going to school and all that. Now, New Charlie actually just had some recent trouble with the law. He just got released from juvenile hall. He'd been incarcerated for 3 years for a crime, and ever since he came back, he's been totally different. So Lafayette refers to him as New Charlie because he's a brother he doesn't even recognize anymore. This is a story. It actually takes place over a small amount of time. I don't know if you could see, but it's actually a pretty thin book. So you go through it fast, but it seems like a lot happens in those pages. It's a story all about the relationship between these brothers who are trying to make things work. New Charlie gets started involved in gangs after he gets out, and it causes a lot of problems for Lafayette and also Tyree, because if New Charlie gets in trouble one more time, Tyree loses guardianship over all of them, and both boys have to go live somewhere else away from their oldest brother. None of them want it. So I want to read you a sample, and it comes from a point in the book pretty early on when New Charlie is reflecting on his time in the home for boys, and he was hard to telling a story, but he gets a little bit lost in his memories while he's reflecting on what it was like to be there. New Charlie rolled his eyes. Floors in Rahway ain't regular floors. Everything there is made out of cement. Walls, ceilings, floors. Like you living inside a big gray rock. Winter, you feel like you'll freeze to death inside that rock. Summer, you think you're going to fry. He stared into the mirror, only he wasn't looking at himself anymore. He was looking somewhere else, someplace far away. Everywhere, cement, he said, his voice dropping lower. And all of us always marching in a line. To the bathroom, to grub hall, to yard time. No talking, just marching, marching. Say one word and the CEO's calling your last name and taking something away from you. No TV, no yard time, no rec hall. He was still looking in that far-off place, but he was whispering now. No you. No more. I pressed my back into the wall, the white walls Mom had painted to make our room bright, and tried to imagine my brother inside that stone place. The place he had to go back to after Mama's funeral. No Mama. No name. So these are very compelling characters. They draw you in. You feel for all of them. Even when New Charlie's being mean to his brother Lafayette, you still sort of feel for him and where he's at. And you kind of go along with these brothers as they navigate their new existence without their parents, trying to make it on their own, and New Charlie trying to stay out of trouble. I think you'll really enjoy this one. Give it a chance. It's Miracle's Boys by Jaqueline Woodson.